What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time dropping in, Tommy Kentner here, and today we got a very special Subaru in. They only made 209 of these. We've had one back on our channel, but it was a blue one, and then this is the white version because they only made two colors of these when they only made 209 of them, and it's the Subaru STI S209. So guys, it's in for a few modifications, and we're just gonna, while it's here, show you around it and what he's already done, and then probably bring you along when we start modifying it. So let's jump into it. As you can see, it already has, this is a different carbon hood. It doesn't really come with this hood, but I like how he's painted it and made it more of his own instead of it just being all carbon. The S209 has like some very aggressive over fenders and some canards. It just looks super aggressive. And then I think he's like extended like the STI, like, they call it cherry blossom. So it's got that all the way around the car, which I think that's like just a nice little touch. And then the white car come with the gold wheels, and then the blue car came with like a gunmetal color wheels. And then this is 198 of 209 because they have little number plates in there. And guys, we've put HKS downpipe on this, HKS exhaust. We did ID 1300s, I think, on this one. And we tuned it both on gas and E85. And guys, if you don't know a lot about this car, it does come with a factory HKS turbo. So I think it's kind of cool that he's got the HKS downpipe, HKS exhaust, and then he's here to do HKS header and uppipe. So it's going to be a full HKS setup on the car, which is pretty legit. And if you haven't seen under the engine bay of one of these, they have like a super nice, it's different from standard intake. It's almost like an aftermarket intake from factory. And it's kind of cool because it has like STI on the top of it. And then like most STIs, we upgrade the turbo inlet to a silicone one. And they've done that for you from factory. And like I said, it has the HKS turbo, and then it has a little bit bigger turbo from factory too, so it makes a little bit more horsepower. And these things, like I said, they do really good. Like I think on the stock turbo, they're making north of 400 on ethanol. So really stout motor. We put an IAG air oil separator on it. And we did a new fuel pressure regulator from Perrin. We'll probably end up replacing that with the radium because the Perrin ones, they're good when they work, but there's no rebuild kit for them. So the ethanol will eat through the seals, and it'll end up going bad, and you can't replace the insides of it. So we're just going to go ahead and, because we're going to do a full fuel system on the car, and make it's going to have aftermarket rails, and I think we're going to upgrade the injectors too. And guys, if you remember, the 0405 STIs had an intercooler sprayer, and they actually bring that back on this model. So you can see the ductwork to get the water, and it has two nozzles that spray the intercooler to drop your intake temperatures, and that way you can stay on power and make power for longer. But guys, I think it's really cool what Subaru did with this car. I think me and Roberto even have an old video where we try to went and calculate all the stuff that they did to it. And it was like, you could even put the stuff on the car for what they were selling it for. So I think these are really good investments, and I think they've actually skyrocketed in price too. So guys, these do come with a carbon fiber roof, which I think is super cool. You can get aftermarket ones and put them on your factory car, but I feel like that's such a process, and I don't know like how in depth it goes. And then they got a S209 on the wing. It's a full carbon wing. But like I said, it has these aggressive over fenders and vents. It just makes it definitely stand out compared to a normal STI. And I want to say it's something like 20 millimeters wider for, they come with a wider wheel too. And then guys, with the upgrades with the fuel system and stuff, we will be putting this car on Haltech and converting it to that. So then we can lock it down with the fuel pressure, oil pressure, coolant pressure, and just put all the safeties on it. But guys, let us know what you think about the S209. I think it is one of the top STIs out there. And the way this car drives is, you can definitely tell it's been to STI, like it's a STI from STI. And, but guys, if you want to follow us along, hit that subscribe, drop a comment, let us know what your thoughts on the S209, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.